I can't speak for the rest of the chat, but I know I'm only here because I saw the number of viewers. I just watched the numbers go up and down, stroking my arms. Hepatitis A to Z. Thank you. Well said. Well said.
I'll give you my. So I used to do a show called Levy Land with Bob Levy and Chris Abels, and then I did my own show, the Rob Saul Show. Numbers weren't that great on it. Bob gives me a name of a guy and says, he doesn't want to make it Levy.
I got a views guy in my phone.
Levy Land looked bad that my numbers on my own show were so low.
He gives me a guy does Rob, I don't want to say anything untoward. Does Rob have a muscular disease like cerebral palsy or anything?
He might be.
I don't know why.
I know, but just because he's doing this a lot.
He's awfully twitchy, isn't he?
Twitchy.
Very twitchy.
I'm worried.
He's ramped up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just back up like 5 seconds, man. He's really he's off the rails, as we say.
Oh, I backed up 20. So.
I'll give you my. So I used to do a show called Levy Land with Bob Levy and Chris Abels, and then I
look at hold on. Every time he's going like this.
Right.
Oh, head's started. Yeah.
I did my own show, the Rob Saul Show. Numbers weren't that great on it. Bob gives me a name of a guy and says, he doesn't want to making Levy Land look bad that my numbers on my own show were so low. He gives me a guy that
Hi, I'm Rob Saul. Welcome to the Bobblehead Show. Let's go down.
He uses and Chris Abels uses to bump up numbers, and the guy charges, by however many people he brings on. Now all of a sudden, Chris Abels, this guy has money.
Wow, what's going on with your nose? You keep messing with your nose, Rob. What's up? Something itchy? Something bothering you there?
He had a big dinner.
Big dinner.
He buys he steals dead people's houses and corks like in a sneaky way when they die. And then
he waits till they die, and then he taps them on the shoulder, and then goes around the other side, steals their house.
It's definitely legal,
Yeah.
Otherwise,
somebody's got to do something with those houses.
What are you gonna leave them in there?
What are you gonna? Just gonna be dead people in the house the rest of their lives?
And but anyway, he's paying money. So like, oh, you must be jealous of Chris Abels. They gave him his own show on the Shitware Network, and they won't give you one. But this show's going fucking viral. I mean, even only 5 people on there, and these guys are just sitting there. It's a bunch.
Look at the look on John's face. I've made a terrible mistake having this guy on. And Quad's like, Quad's like, he was better backstage, John. I apologize.
I vetted him. Thought he was totally good.
You know what? He said Shitware sucked. I thought we were good to go, man. Sorry.
What Nutchaser says that Aborigine talks weird.
Aborigine.
Bunch of drunken hillbillies drinking and getting drunk and doing shots, but there's like 5,000 people watching. They're acting like this is a big viral fucking success. And sure enough, I go on my Venmo, and since I was friends with Chris Abels on Facebook, it shows you, and I see him paying big sums of money to this guy that Bob had sent me for
big sums of money.
Buying.
All right, so wait, just so everybody understands, Bob knows that people buy views.
Yeah,
everybody knows that. Everybody knows.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Go look at the Levy Land numbers and see how fucking big they are. Okay.
Like there's like what's that guy that we watch, the alien frog? Who am I thinking of?
Tommy the Alien.
Tommy the Alien, right? Now Tommy, you can say buys views on his shows. Why? What are some of the views that he has on a show? Like hundreds,
he gets like
thousands.
millions.
Wow.
And then how many comments are there?
Well, the comments are usually turned off.
Well, why would the comments be turned off if you're getting millions of views?
Exactly.
But
he does it because he wants to like pretend he's Joe Rogan and like get these like A-list guests on. So when he reaches out to them and they have no idea who he is, they go look and they're like, well, he had 1 million views on his last interview with whoever.
You know what? And that's at least a valid reason, right? That's at least something I can go, look, I think it's stupid, but like I get why you would think to do this. You think this will help you get certain guests, fine. But you know, we literally don't have guests. We have Cumia and Karl and Cardiff, and that's about it.
Yeah.
That's
It
about
also
it.
ain't helping your channel grow.
No, it's not.
Rob, don't you think Bob knows that Shuli is buying views?
Oh yeah,
No.
they just won't admit it. I mean,
Admit what?
You know, I'll repeat what.
What's it worth to you for me to admit it? Write me a check and I'll admit it.
Kevin always says, these guys, they love a good work. Everything's a big work for them. We're doing a work.
How is that a work for us?
Well, and how long are we doing this work for, guys? I mean, how long are people working here for nothing just so we can pull one over on everybody else? Well, Zen's gone. But other than that, how long are people going to be working here?
Work. But it's so stupid. I mean,
we're dumb.
The show, I mean, it's horrible, and you know, I'm tired of hearing the same shit about
why are you watching it?
Yeah, you're the only one talking about it, Rob. It's the only reason you get booked on shows is to cry about us.
Maybe that's why there is 1,500 people, because of the fact that there's people watching for no reason.
There you go. These people are all idiots, and you guys are the brilliant ones. There you go.
Joke and said yesterday on my show that I was interviewing the cashier who sold you your salt for your boiled eggs, and I said that
he even knows down to that detail. By the way,
right?
He knows about us joking about the salt box and he's clearly watching all of it.
He's watching right now.
Hey,
Rob, stop jerking the dog off and change the channel.
Man. Saw you at the supermarket, touch your nose, and we'll have a panel of 6 people to discuss whether it's a pick or a scratch. And but that's
all these viewers, these dedicated viewers. Like even when the April and Aaron Imholt thing go down, and everyone's watching Brennan at that time, they managed to still have 1,600 viewers. How is that possible? Who are these people?
People that like the show.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing they don't want to face. They understand that. They see other shows. They don't question Kevin's numbers because they assume those are people that like Kevin's show.
Yeah.
Hold on. What does this say? Let me move this. I can't speak for the rest of the chat, but I know I'm only here because I saw the number of viewers. I just watched the numbers go up and down, stroking my arm. Hepatitis A to Z. Thank you. Well said. Well said. That's the other thing. Like, do they just assume people are so stupid that they go, oh, 1,000 people are watching this. I'm going to watch it now, give money to it because 1,000 people are watching it. Makes no sense.
Jerry
Seinfeld. Who are these people?
Yeah, they've got such this such a huge following that but nobody can,
So when that whole story broke,
wow, that fucking fell off a cliff. Whatever that whole closing statement was.
This is far from a huge following on the internet. It really is.
I mean, listen, we hope one day to reach the numbers of a BYB. We ain't there yet, but one day.
With Kevin Brennan, you went on his show, and then it seems as if Chris Abel stopped buying views shortly thereafter.
Well, yeah,
he went from thousands of live viewers to couldn't even get 500. Completely. At the 2 weeks later, it was 5.
I got news for you. The viewers that they did have donated a lot and gave a lot in memberships and super chats. Them boys made money. That's all I care about.
500 views.
Well, when I had noticed Chris sending this guy money, I'd said something, and then Melton.
Wait a minute.
Much larger audience.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Better be good. 1,566 in here. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, it's good. You know how you asked me to find some footage of Rob Saul talking shit about Stuttering John?
No, I was kidding.
This is about 6 years old.
Oh, hey.
He's talking about going to Compound Media and Cumia's ranting about someone.
I went out there.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago.
And I hear what he's saying. I go, who the fuck are you talking about? Stuttering John? And he's like, yeah. And then I go in about what a piece of shit he is. And he, Anthony unloaded on the air on Stuttering John, but everybody thinks it's like a fake thing. But now, when I walked in, he went.
Oh no, you can tell it's totally genuine.
Yeah, and the guy is such he's got this grandiose delusion of himself. In fact, I'm finally proud after insulting him for the last 3 months that Stuttering John finally blocked me on Twitter.
Wow, look at you. Oh, I hope John's unblocked you since then.
You know who I think is going places though? That Nick Ricada. He's doing real well for himself.
He's number
Shout out
one
to
with
our
the
friend,
bullet.
by the way.
Shout out to our pal, man. You're the best.
Yeah, good for him.
Went in and investigated, put it.
Our show is like it's like a hair drug test. This shit, we go way back, motherfuckers. You better have your shit in order when you start talking some shit around here.
Everywhere. So what they did is they threw Chris under the bus, and they said, "Oh, we found out, Chris was buying views, and we had a talk with him that we don't accept that here at the Shuli Network." So he stopped buying views, and obviously,
Chris, can you come into the office?
Chris, I'm hiding behind the water cooler. Come into my office later.
The show went to the numbers, which you actually see chatting in the same.
How many do you think are really watching?
And make the number big because I gotta sleep tonight. Please.
Well, let's play a game before you go on. Let's play a game.
Go ahead.
How many people do you think Rob Saul thinks are watching us?
This show? Like this show?
Like you're saying with the fake views cast aside, right?
Right. Like if we stripped away all the ones that we buy, how many people do you think are like legit watching us?
600.
The Mars says 425. I saw somebody say 300, 200, 400, 400, 200. 424 would be bananas if they nailed it. I'm going to say, what'd you say, Bob? 600?
Yeah, 600.
I'm going to say 5.
I'm going to say 2 sheets.
2 sheets. All right. Let's find out. Oh, I got to hit play. Sorry, I'm drunk.
Probably anywhere between 40 and 50.
Wow. Wow.
Rob, come on. You don't
say about a
believe
baker's
that.
dozen.
Yeah. What do you think we are? BYB? 50 people. Get the fuck out of here.
The Chris Abel show, right? 40 to 50 live viewers.
Oh no, not even that with Chris. I mean, I think maybe
I'm talking about
even
Shuli.
Quad tries to
Shuli,
save him there, and he's like, "You're talking about replayables, right?"
Right,
And he's like, "No,
right.
no, Shuli."
Turn that paper over. I think you have it upside down. Wow.
I don't think any more than 100. I mean, it's always the same, like 40 people or so in chat. I don't think there's
How are they
an extra
paying?
1,600.
Shout out to the 40 people here in chat disguised as 1,590 right now.
Well, I think it's one person with 35 sock accounts
He's got
who's chatting us.
800 monitors spread across his office.
Just a sheik from Saudi Arabia loves the show, and he just keeps super chatting. Is like 100 people.
Well, it might be
Well,
Rob the way he knows our show.
It might be.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching that video. Hope you liked it. If you did, here's a few more you can check out. Or if you want to do a deep dive, patreon.com/the Shuli Network. Everything we do is live. So if you're signed up to Patreon, you'll get to be a part of it with us. All right. We'll see you guys. Thanks. Bye.